Hey, I'm Connors with Gunroom.tv and we're here today at the Northern Shooting Show on the Sunday. This is the Viking stand and we're taking a look at the newest iteration of the Breda B12i. I'm here with brand ambassador James Nixon. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what's going on here?
No problem at all. This is the brand new B12i, released at Iowa. First off, as you can see, the gun is empty, it's all clear.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they've made a fair few changes with the B12i. And I was here yesterday with the Breda brand lead, Fucili, who looks after the whole of Europe, and he was going through a lot of those changes and why they've made them. Interestingly, Breda have made the decision to really take the feedback from IPSC shooters and take it on board, do everything they can to really help us. So a lot of the changes you see are actually off the back of people like myself and the team around the world who are working with Breda to really try and develop this firearm.
Yeah.
So interestingly, we've got some great new developments here. First thing I think it's really worth pointing out, and I'll slide the bolt back so you can see everything. This new loading port, as you can see, I think you'll find this is actually probably one of the only guns on the market today that you could quad load comfortably in a competition and run it out the box.
So I've got a couple of points to say on that. So we tested the first iteration of the B12i. We found that the gun did still need port work to load smoothly because they didn't get the salient point of bringing the port back past the follower. Instantly I take a look at this version and I can see that the port is as far back as it needs to be. I'd like to put a dummy around and see it, but they've really taken that feedback on board and actually fixed the issue.
They've done a few other things at the same time there, Connors. What they've done here, they've actually moved the bolt release up 2 or 3 mil.
Yeah.
And what that means is we can see that all of a sudden you've got a lot more access for the hand and the palm of the hand can go past. Which actually with this is really, really important.
Yeah.
They've also dropped down on the far side for strong hand loading, and as we can see, strong hand loading now, you can have the gun at whatever angle you want and it's really, really comfortable. In actual fact, this is very similar to the cut I put onto from the Breda I had before.
Yep.
Very, very similar. I may still just file a little bit out the top because obviously we all personalise these things, but as a cut in terms of how it sits at the moment, I think you probably agree there's no one else out there at the moment who's taking it that far, is there?
No, and there's no one else out there who's actually listened to what shooters want. So
that's a fair point. I
have a lot of respect for a company who does that.
The other thing you've got to remember is this was actually not a gun they've taken, even the original version, it's not a gun they've taken from their hunting market or anything else and adapted. The beauty of this is actually it's been made from the ground up with IPSC in mind. And actually when we look at it, you know, there's the other advantage that really comes with this gun is that it is really customisable. So Breda have their own whole catalogue of upgrades you can make to really personalise the gun. So taking it for something that a beginning shooter will take, IPSC, and start their career, but actually be able to really customise it. So things like a lightened bolt out the factory, things like the aluminium trigger guard with the option of a scoop to allow for loading.
So they can fit these Breda parts and not lose their warranty.
Correct. It's all about the warranty these days.
Yeah.
Another beautiful thing about this gun, and we've seen it in some others before, is the rear sights.
So I can see this isn't like a 1022 rear sight. This is like a bespoke little piece made for this gun.
Everything on this gun is bespoke. So, for example, the receiver is all milled out from solid billets.
Yep.
Everything is made from scratch in the Breda factory. And actually, I spent quite a lot of time with Fucili talking about what he wants from the gun and where he sees it fitting in. And actually, he's really passionate about this being as much of a bespoke gun as maybe some of the other things that you're paying out 5 times the price for these days.
Cool. Well, Jim, thank you very much for walking us through the B12i. It's been a pleasure.
No problem.
It's been James and Connors with Gunroom.tv, and we hope to see you soon.